What up, YouTube? Before we start the video, we got a very important announcement for you.
That's right, we have our new milestone giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. That is a CGC 9.8 graded Thor #1. This cover is a Nick Klein sketch variant that is also signed by Donny Cates.
What? Are you crazy? Yes, we are. When we hit 2,000 subs, we're giving away this bad boy. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It would be much appreciated because we want to give this away, but we only can do that when we hit 2,000 subs. Let's get to the video. What up, YouTube? I'm Jim.
I'm Nate.
And we are Two Fat Guys Pull List, and we've got another new Comic Book Day video for you for the week of April 3rd. That is right. It is a new month.
April. God.
Yeah. What? I thought...
I blinked and we were...
seriously.
Third of the way through the year.
It just started. Anyway, it's it's a decent sized week. I mean, it's not a massive week we've had a couple weeks ago, but a couple of weeks, but it's a decent sized week, and we've got some bangers this week, and I'm super excited. New #1s, some continuations. It's looking tasty for sure.
It'll be good.
Let's do it. First up, we've got Grimm #16 from Stephanie Phillips. Feels like we haven't had this book in a while. I guess it was on a little bit of a hiatus, and
it was at its third arc end.
Third arc. Well, hopefully we get a decent kind of refresher, and not just jump. I mean, Stephanie Phillips can do whatever the fuck she wants. We want to jump right into it, we can, but it would be nice to kind of get a little bit of a 1 or 2 page refresher just to kind of feel it. But I do love this book. It's getting crazy. People can't die. Hell on Earth. We need a new Grim Reaper. I mean, this book has got everything and more.
Yeah, we are approaching the 2-year anniversary of this book, so I think you're right. I think a little refresher would be good for everyone. But I'm looking for a little bit more of a bounce back because that third arc was not bad, but it was the worst of the 3, and so I'm looking for a little bit more. What's the word?
I would say consistency.
Yeah. I felt like the message was unclear in that third arc.
Yeah, there was a lot of ebbs and flows with more ebbs than flows.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After that, we're going to jump over to Image. We're going to kick it off with the One Hand issue #3 from Ram V, and the intensity continues.
Yeah. So we didn't get to cover the Six Fingers on Sunday since we were off for Easter, but that was a banger. It was even better than the first issue, and the plot thickens. I love how Dan Waters and Ram V are not only sort of, two sides of the story syncing together, but we get glimpses of what's going to happen in the next issue by seeing those events in this issue. And so we already kind of know that shit's going to hit the fan for our main detective here, and he is going to go and talk to the guy that he put away for the murders, and the guy that he might have innocently thrown in jail. So I don't know, the intrigue, the mystery, the noir of it all has been fantastic. I've been loving every issue of this.
Yep, it's gonna be good. All right, after that, from Image Comics as well, from Rick Remender, we have The Sacrifices issue #7, and it kind of looks like that's our character that passed away, right? So it looks like she's in some kind of hell.
I'm not sure if it's that or if I think what's probably more likely is that it was a red herring, that she wasn't fully dead. She does look quite burned, which is part of what happened to her. So I do imagine that she's not dead, but on the run. I'm ready because this is a new arc. That first 6 issues, we've had a little bit of a break. Not too long. January was last issue, but this has been one of the best that's been going on right now. Had a little hiccup in that last issue, but it's Rick Remender. I know he's going to get back to it.
You're gonna have a hard time with your patois this week.
Too many good indies this week
for sure. All right, over at Skybound /Image, we have Void Rivals issue #8 from Robert Kirkman. This cover's just got me super excited. We had a build up to this new character who's basically a bounty hunter, cyborg thing that's coming after our two protagonists here, and again, this has been super fun. It's exciting, it's fresh, it's new, but then we're also dealing with Transformers and GI Joes, and we're getting
Mhm.
little hints of Transformers in here. I don't think we've really seen any GI Joe in Void Rivals. I don't think
Not
we
yet.
will, or at least not yet. But again, Energon is the secret word, right? The word
Yeah.
is Energon. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in this issue as well. I mean, it's been played out very heavily in the GI Joe books, so bring it on.
Yeah, I think this issue is going to be a lot of fun because I would assume by the cover that we're going to get a ton more Proximus. And his debut in the last issue was really fun to me. At least
Mhm.
he seems like a badass, and I'm interested to see what he'll be like unleashed. And not this issue, but just to kind of show that we're tying into this whole Energon Transformers universe. The cover for next month's issue is literally just a giant Transformer on the cover. No one else,
Alrighty, let's
just a
do it.
Transformer. So
Okay,
if you've been holding out and being like, I need more tie-in, here it is. It's coming.
it's coming for sure. All right. Hopping over to Marvel, we got the Avengers issue number 12. Oh my gosh, it's a Fall of the House of X tie-in.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Well, I mean, it was bound to happen, right? You've got Iron Man, who I'm not saying it's justified. I'm just saying it
No,
was
I
bound
know.
to happen. Because Iron Man is, the Iron Man comic is basically an X-Men Fall of the House of X tie-in. So
Mhm.
also, you've got the X-Men who are dealing with a massive Earth level threat. Why wouldn't the Avengers be
You're right.
involved? You know what I mean? It
You're
kind
right.
of makes sense.
It totally
Uh,
makes sense. I just was being selfish and didn't want it.
no, I get that. I'm even like tired of this shit. But let's see. Let's just see what McKay can bring. More specifically because we know McKay is going to be writing the X-Men book here in the summer,
Mhm.
and you know this is his time to maybe kind of show us what he's doing here. Maybe we get a little bit of X-Men action outside of the Avengers. Who knows? I am excited for it. Seeing Iron Man in his Mysterium suit, we're not going to see it for very much longer. Obviously, I'm sure that'll get ditched after the whole Krakoa era ends.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm going to be optimistic. To see Orcus get their asses handed to them by the Avengers, I'm down for that because I hate Orcus. Like when that,
Right.
oh, I don't like it.
It's going to be an interesting few months for the Avengers book because we're essentially going to have no personal plot for them till probably
Mm,
August. We've got 2 or 3 issues of Fall of X here, and then we're going right into Blood Hunt. So
mm.
if you've been enjoying any of the Avengers storyline going so far, you might want to put your expectations in the right place.
Take a chill pill because it's
Yeah.
going away for a bit. Yep. All right, after that, a new number one from Cody Ziggler. We got Deadpool issue number 1, and this one almost slipped under the radar for me. I didn't pull it.
I didn't
Um,
either, so we're going to have to hope the shop has some for us.
yeah, or we're gonna have to order it on. I'm just gonna have to jump on Comic Hub and just order it really quick.
Yeah.
But it's Cody Ziegler, and I'm reading his Spider Punk run right now, and it's really fun. So, also he's done some other crazy good stuff, and I don't know why I wouldn't have ordered this. So bad on
Mhm.
me. Hopefully you did order it, because it's Deadpool. It's our favorite mercenary. It's our favorite merc, but it's Cody Ziegler at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good combo. So looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. All right, after that, from Al Ewing, we've got Immortal Thor issue number 9, and we're drawing ever closer to this little mini Thor event that's about to start with Ewing, and then who's the other writer? I can't remember. There's another writer writing a completely other Thor book. It's like Rax what's it
Oh
called?
yes, the Roxon.
Thor.
It's the Roxon tie-in. Is Ewing not writing that as well?
No, I don't believe so. I think it's another writer. I
Okay.
think. I don't know, but
Um, yeah, you go ahead.
well, I'm just saying it feels like we're obviously pushing towards that.
Mhm.
And I'm here for it. I don't know how invested I am in the other book, but what Ewing's doing here, 9 times out of 10, he's cooking.
Yeah.
There are those couple times where he's like, "You want to have some Brussels sprouts?" I'm like, "Not really." But then then here's a filet
Then you
mignon.
eat them and you're like, God damn it, those are great.
Sure, yeah, reluctantly.
The other book is just a one-shot single written by Al Ewing, so no
Oh, okay,
worries.
perfect. All right. Well, this looks great. I love this cover too.
I love this whole series.
Yep. All right. Ugh.
I love this
Is
whole
it-
series more.
yeah, this is obviously my patois. We had a massive uh cliffhanger at the end of the last issue where not Al Ewing, Rainbow Rowell challenged us to do a little bit of research
Mm-hmm.
if you weren't, if you weren't versed in old school comics, and I absolutely loved it. And we've got what looks or appears to be a love triangle sprouting
Yep.
between Jack of Hearts and She-Hulk, and I can't remember the name of the other character.
Ganymede.
There you go. And it just who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But there will be fireworks. It's Rainbow Rowell. It's She-Hulk. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you right now. It's not my potential pick of the week. This is my pick of the week. I'm just going to say it now, and I'll fix that mistake if it isn't later.
Yeah. I leave it to Rainbow Rowell to find a character who's appeared in a whopping 13 issues in the entire history of Marvel Universe and make us very interested. I
Well,
just
you
love
know,
it.
Rainbow and McKay both should win awards on like bringing characters back to life or relevancy that really don't have any reason to. They do
Mhm.
such a great job, and I think that just really speaks volumes of their writing muscles, of their
Yep.
prowess of writing. Like they just do a good job of telling stories. So if you're not reading She-Hulk, you're a loser. Just saying.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. All right, after that, speaking of McKay, we've got Moon Knight issue number 4, and it looks like our Midnight Mansion gang has had enough of this new Moon Knight, and it looks like they're going after him again. How this is a vague frustration in the sense that we really don't seem to be going to get any answers on who this Moon Knight is, probably until, like you were saying, potentially August, because we've got this little run and then we're jumping into Blood Hunt, which Moon Knight will be heavily involved because it's McKay. Am I still here for it? 100%. Is it frustrating? 100%.
100%. Yeah,
Yep.
I would say it's still a little bit frustrating, but like I will follow Jed McKay to the end of whatever with this book, regardless of whether I like where it's going or not, because I know
Mm-hmm.
he will eventually stick the landing. And plus, I think what we've been doing is character study for each character of each
Mm.
member of the mission, and it looks like this is going to be Brother Moon's turn. So
Nice. Dude, I'm here for that. I'll say this. McKay is what we wanted Joshua Williamson to be over at DC. Like, McKay is just fulfilling the prophecy. He's just doing it better. Just saying. All right. After that, our final Marvel book of the night, and that is X-Men issue number 33 from Gary Jerry. We're winding down, and we're gonna connect plot points. We're gonna close plot points and just get us to the end. I can't be too critical of this. Gary did a great job, like you said, opening it, and now we're just kind of to the end. The deflating balloon that's flying around the room, and I can't. I'm not going to be too critical of it. It is what it is. Krakoa's ending. Gary Jerry's doing what he has to do to get it done. Yeah, all this. What this cover does for me, though, makes me really want to go into an X-Men 97 rant and ask you if you have watched it yet, but I'm not going to ask you that. But damn, is it good? That's all I'm going to say. That has nothing to do with this comic. You need to. Oh my God, it's so good. Anyway, let's move on. We don't need to go down that road.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do it on Sunday.
Yes.
Hey, I'm interrupting the video. It's only because I've got something really important to tell you. I know you know what we're giving away when we hit 2,000 subscribers. I gotta let you know about what we're giving away when we hit 1,250 subscribers. We're giving away this uncanny X-Men #1 signed by Jim Chung, CGC grade 9.8. When we hit 1,250 subscribers, you could potentially win this, but you have to be subscribed to our channel. So hit that sub button, ring that bell, give us a like. Let's get back to the video, shall we? All right, let's jump over to DC, and we're going to kick it off with Batman, issue number 146 from Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Dark Prisoners Part 2. Things are getting sloppy in a good way. Bruce is dealing with a lot of shit right now, especially this alternate ego implanting itself into a robot failsafe, and now he's going out and he's just taking over Gotham the way Batman should, right? You'd think, but he's not. The no kill rule is no longer in effect. We are chopping heads, and our Bat family is kind of like, is it Bruce? Is it not? It's pretty interesting. So, the only thing I'll say is I'm just getting a little worried that Chip's run is coming to a close. And I think that's more of a selfish worry rather than, I think it is, because if you want, if it's done, it's done. It does feel like DC is on the precipice of a reset in the sense of new writers. I'm not saying continuity reset, but you never know. Like they like to throw that shit out there all the time. But I just feel like Dawn of DC has aged to where we are no longer in the dawn, and I just get that feeling with Batman.
Yeah, it does. It does seem like that as well. I don't know. If maybe this is what Chip wanted to tell. Maybe he's just like, this is where I'm done. This is what I wanted to say. If maybe we won't be happy with that, maybe not. I don't know. I think this story is very intriguing, though. I think that in the history of what we've read from Chip, I still trust him, even if it's a little shaky right now to wrap it up well.
Right. I hope I'm wrong.
If we're wrapping it up,
Yeah.
even if we are.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's on forever. But I said that with Daredevil, and it ended.
Yeah.
All right, our last book of the night, Birds of Prey, issue number 6 from Kelly Thompson. Issue 7 was kind of like we thought we knew what we were doing, but then it felt very just jumbled and I don't know. It didn't feel as concise as previous issues. And so I'm wondering if we're going to continue that here. We're getting ready to kind of do like an Ocean's 11 kind of heist disguise thing. And I think we're continuing that here. I'm not saying I'm not picking it up. Obviously it's on the pool, but I'm a little iffy. Just saying. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm a little iffy.
The last issue, we had a lot of dialogue. We had way too much dialogue. And I understand that it's very hard to fill in for Romero on art, but the awkward filter that the artist used to try to emulate his style didn't work at all. However, the bones and the plot are still there. And like Thompson's like oomph is still there. So hey, she got a little too wordy. That's all right. Sometimes we do that. I'm still very much into it. Especially we'll get through this little arc and then Romero will be back.
Sound like a comic skater. Like you're like, oh, words. I get it though. I know what you're saying. I agree.
Yeah, I mean it was verbose for no reason. Didn't push the plot. It took me 10 minutes to read 2 pages and I understood what we did after the first 2 word bubbles.
I feel like that with Wonder Woman. Like when we read anyway. I'm gonna stop. Let's just keep moving.
That's it.
Right? That's it. That's going to do it for this week's new Comic Book Day video for the week of April 3rd. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you reading first? What's your potential pick of the week? Let us know. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. We much appreciate it as we're trying to hit 1,250 subscribers. But we cannot do that without your help. So please, please, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join us live, we promise, this Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll talk about all these books and more. And if Nate just sits down, and dedicates an hour and a half of his life,
oh god, it's love time,
to watch X-Men 97, come on, it's fucking amazing. I mean, we've got people on our channel that are like, hey, when are you going to review it? So maybe we're going to talk X-Men 97. It just remains to be seen if Nate will be involved in the conversation or not. Or we'll just be in the corner, just being like, I hate Cyclops.
Well, that is true.
Anyway, we'll see you guys this Sunday. As always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.